one sec. All right, do you want to introduce yourself first? Is that all right?
Okay,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Tegan. Um, my cosplay Instagram handle is Queen Tegan Cosplay. I'm a cosplayer.
Okay.
That's
All right. Should we go first question? Three words that represent the cosplay world to you. Yep.
it's creative, like supportive, and hmm, just fun,
All right.
I
Wait.
guess.
Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. Second question. As a kid, what did you enjoy in terms of fandoms and stuff?
I really liked Studio Ghibli movies. Of course, I was big on Disney. Basically, every kid around here was. Um, I really liked Doctor Who. Monty Python, of course, was one of the things. I also watched a lot of Mr. Bean, but a lot of the stuff that I watched was like animated things. Um, it had some stuff like Kim Possible, but mainly it was like movies that I had um, rather than shows that I could catch on TV.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Ready to go? Yep. All right. What was your first con experience, and why did you decide to go then?
My first con experience was Animathon in Edmonton, and that was actually because I was between houses on a big province-wide move, and I was staying with some family friends, and there was an anime convention. They knew I was big on anime, so they were like, "We bought you tickets. We're just gonna go." And I had like $200. I had like $20 by the end of it, and I spent it all on soda. I wanted to cosplay so bad, but my mom said that I wasn't allowed to because I'm gonna say like almost 12. I
Yeah.
was very young. And but it was just so much fun. I got to meet lots of people. Of course, I was like deep in the weeby 12-year-old phase, so it was really really cool to see all of the anime stuff everywhere. And so when I got to Manitoba, I saw that there was a local convention. I was like, wow, I could go every year. So I
And
did.
what was that one costume you saw that triggered it? That just the first one that you saw? Can you remember? No?
Well, I'd actually been looking at. I've always really enjoyed dress up and that sort of thing, and so I'd actually been looking at cosplay costumes for a very long time before I got to go to that. So I really, really wanted to cosplay as Hatsune Miku. And I was so mad because there was another girl who looked about my age and she was dressed as Miku and I wasn't allowed to do it.
And your parents?
But
Yeah.
yeah, well, my mom still thought that it was a weird thing and that it was kind of for older teenagers, that sort of thing, and so that I shouldn't, because of course, a lot of the anime things that you see when you're just browsing are like girls in stupidly short skirts and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Schoolgirls and
it's
stuff. Yep.
understandable, but I was very sad.
Excuse me. 1 minute. Okay. So, right. Next question. When did you decide it and why? Was that like 15? Weren't it? You said to me, wasn't it, or something?
Um, I think it was right, like decide to cosplay.
Yeah. You decided to make a transition from walking around, gazing upon it to wearing the
Um,
stuff.
well, like I said, I've been looking at the costumes for a very long time. So if I'd been able to, I would have just right off the bat
Like
bought
12 years
one
old. Yeah.
at 12 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
But I wasn't allowed to. So once I got to the next one, I don't think I actually bought a costume until the second. Yeah. Yeah. I went to a small one and then I went to the main local one, but it was like their winter one. And that was when I'd always wanted to buy a costume, but I had a friend who was really into Black Butler. And so she was like, we could do a big group cosplay. And so I had a friend who was CL and she was Eloise, and so I bought a Lizzie dress. And it didn't really fit me, but I had lots of fun
So.
in the costume. So that was the time that I actually managed to convince my parents to let me not make, buy a costume.
And that weren't a revealing one, obviously, at that age and stuff. Just
Oh,
a standard.
no,
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 no, of
it
course
was a
not.
neat
Yeah, yeah,
length skirt,
yeah, yeah.
long
I
sleeves. So my parents
understand.
were like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Do you want to do a shout out to either of them cons that you go to, just to say what ones they were?
I
Or,
go
yeah.
to Icon every year, Icon Winterfest in Winnipeg. Um, I'd love to go back to Animathon. That was my first one, but mainly I'm just kind of stuck to the ones in Winnipeg. So that's also C4, the local Comic Con. That's basically it.
Yeah,
It's not a
yeah.
super active con scene.
Excuse me. Sorry. All right. So where's that one that you want to go to? How far's that away? Is that
The one that I want to go to the most.
the first one you said? The first one you said you went to a
I
minute ago.
Oh, Animathon? Yeah,
Yeah,
that one's in Edmonton.
Edmonton.
So
Yeah.
it's like 2 provinces away.
Hmm.
But I used to live in Saskatchewan, in which it was only one away. So that was why.
So that's-
But I also don't really have any friends there anymore. They moved away. So
Yeah,
it's
sure,
very
sure.
hard to.
No point. So that's like Kant is in England. Yeah. Okay. No problem. All right. Okay. So you started. You did it. Then you gave me a list of your. Am I too loud, by the way? I'm okay, no?
No,
No?
you sound
Okay.
fine.
All right. Cool. All right. You gave me a list of all the ones you've done. Do you want to just very simply summarize what you did, why you did them, why you chose these ones? Yeah. Should we just go from start to finish? Is that all right?
Sure.
Yep. Okay. So shall I name up names that you gave me? Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Okay. Lizzie Midford. Yep.
Yeah, that was the Black Butler group, the first one. She just looked very much like me, and I thought she was really cute, so it was really fun doing that one first.
Gasai.
Yeah, I always really liked yandere characters, so I was like, what could I do next? And she had pink hair, and her outfit was cute, but I could also like take a knife, which was fun. So that was the first that I ever actually, like the shirt for that one, I made the collar for it. And I put the bow and the collar on, so that was the first thing I made for cosplay.
That's that one. Yeah, one I did a little basic. All right, don't matter. Anyway, all right. L next. Yep.
L, that one was kind of a last minute one actually. The wig is a party store wig, which is terrible. Never buy party store wigs. But it was all I had, so I had to like flip over the wefts and tease them a bunch. And I think it worked fine, but I couldn't actually find a men's shirt, so it didn't sit right. It was really like clingy, so I don't think it wasn't my most successful, but it was still fun.
But it's uncomfortable, yeah, for you.
No? Not uncomfortable,
Okay.
but just I felt like I could have done better.
Yeah. We go back to that ever you think. Redo that. No. No.
It's kind of a simpler one.
Yeah, sure.
So.
All right. Come on. Mabel.
Oh,
You okay?
Oh yes, my cat's coming to visit.
Oh. All right then. Cool. Mabel Pines.
Yeah, that one I actually did with my best friend. She still lived in Saskatchewan, but she came out to visit, and I was like, what if you came in the summer and you could go to Icon with me? And so she made a Dipper Pines costume, and then I made the applique for the sweater so that we could match. And that one was fun because I still had braces, so it was like in character for once.
Oh, okay. I hear your cat. Is she alright?
He's fine. He's
fine.
He always sounds very, very sad, but he's just a son. Come here.
You go, dear.
Here he is.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen a white one in England, to be honest with you. But there you go.
He has 7 toes.
7 toes.
Yep.
What? Well, they got chopped off in a accident or something today.
No, like 7 on each foot.
Oh, okay. I thought it meant 7 collective. All right, I apologise. Okay. Why is that? But it's all right, ain't he?
It's just a mutation.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Is he okay sitting in on us? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Sorry,
as long as he's getting attention, he won't cry. So.
All right. He don't bite though, does he? So he won't be
No.
No, good. All right. Winry, whoever that is.
Winry was another kind of. She's actually mostly a closet cosplay. I would wear her as like an in-between thing, but I'd really like to fix her up someday because I love Full Metal Alchemist so much.
I've never ever seen it. You're saying all these animes, and I'm like Tokyo Ghoul, and that's it. I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is like my life source. So.
What is?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's where she's from.
They've done
a version of her that I did. There's 2.
They've done a Netflix film of that as well, haven't they? And you haven't.
I haven't seen that one, not the live action.
No,
but there's two. There's 2 animated series, so it gets confusing.
Yeah, sure. All right. Okay. Yando-chan.
Yeah, one sec. I'm gonna close the door.
That's fine. That's fine.
Be right back.
Don't worry about it. We have editing for that. It's fine.
Okay. People are just making noise. Yandere-chan was the first one that I made most of it. I made the whole shirt, basically. I intended to sew the entire shirt, but it ended up being like a t-shirt with the collar and everything, but I sewed the entire collar and everything, and I actually did it in one night because my patterns didn't arrive in the mail.
All right.
So I was up until 6 a.m., but that one was the one that kind of got me into like making things more.
All right, so educate me a little bit, yeah? Can you? You got a sec? These patterns, I hear them all the time, right? So you get them through, and literally, is it just tracing over, is it? Or is it actually just like learning
Generally, you can like cut them out and pin them onto your fabric, and then you like cut around them, and then it'll tell you like where to have like seams, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But oftentimes I get lazy and I just kind of trace them on and hope it goes okay.
Why not? Why not? I don't. All right, then we go for. You told me Zoe and Pool Party Zoe. Were they two different ones? Were they? Like, did you?
Yeah, I did Zoe at first, and then.
That's the one with the scarf, right? That's yeah, right. Okay.
And then she got a pool party skin later on, so I did that one, and that one I also did. I did that one in 4 days.
Did you use a lot of the base of the other one though to do that? Did you?
No, it's entirely new.
Wow, and then you gotta do it again, ain't you? Eventually, but. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna fix up base Zoe. So base Zoe was the first one I entirely made. Everything on that one is from scratch. Like all the clothes, the wig, I merged two of them together. It took me several months. I think she was released in November, and I needed the costume for February. So throughout that time, it was all just working on this character and all of her jewelry. Like the only thing that isn't from scratch on that costume is the shorts. And I put stuff on the shorts, but like the base shorts aren't.
Yeah.
So that was the one that really got me like going and making stuff.
So when sorry, carry on.
It was like the first sort of big like Con Crunch long-term project, which it was just so much fun.
Good. You have a lot of them in the future, won't you? So I think.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, but so you saw her and that was it. Straight away, fall in love. No problem.
Yeah, I was like, she's so cute. I have to.
What, the hair was it, or just the? Because I read about her.
All of it. I love her personality. She's so cute and sweet, and I love trickster gods too. So the premise of it all is perfect.
Being backed into a corner, right, or saying, and then just like 5 people gonna kill her, and then she's just like taking the piss out of him, basically, ain't she? Yeah.
Somewhat.
That's what it says in the
like
law.
she's.
No. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because she had a rubber ball or something, didn't she? And a.
Oh yeah. That was with her.
Yeah. Anyway,
and everything.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Emily, the last one you did from.
Yes, that one I did in a month. Big project.
Yeah. The butterflies, yeah. Was that?
The butterflies, yeah. Actually, my mother helped me sew on the butterflies for that one. There's 85 butterflies on the bottom of the skirt. It doesn't look like it, but there's a lot.
So, did you make them yourself, or did you buy them like a single?
I bought them. I was looking. Well, some of them were little lace butterflies that I got from the dollar store, and then I would rub them down with my fingers with acrylic paint in blue, and then rinse them out, and it would like tint them blue because they were white before. And then some of them, the bigger ones, were some like wall stickers that I ordered in, and then just threw on there because I needed more.
Okay. And you enjoyed making that? That was a good one. Yep.
Yeah, it was definitely stressful. There was one time where I thought I wouldn't make it in time for the con, or I wouldn't be able to go to the con, and so I just kind of like stopped working for a weekend, and I was so behind afterwards. But I'm really glad I did because I was just like dying. I was so stressed.
Yeah. The minute you get burned out, that's it. That's the problem. You don't want to do anything else.
That's the thing is that I get burned out, but I still keep working. And then and then it's just like...
Yeah, and then you hit the wall straight away. All right, shall we... What's it going to do? So, should we do the next one? So, Jinx is your next one in project.
Jinx is my next one, yeah. I've got a lot of fish bones downstairs, actually, yeah. That one I have been planning for 4 years, I think.
Explain why she is so endeared, why people love her so much. I know it's a cheeky, like, mischievous side.
There's a certain amount of she's kind of Harley Quinn-like. She's fun and kind of dangerous and stuff. Personally, I was just really drawn to her. I love explosions, too. And she also, like, she kind of looked like me. She's the only lead character that isn't, like, enormous hourglass figure. And so I was like, oh my god, there's this character with like a really small frame and stuff. I love it. And she's got like 3 guns, so she's still dangerous. She's not like weak or anything. And I really like that. Also, the floor length hair is just perfect.
Oh yeah. Is there any other skins you like and would love to do one day of it as? No.
I really like her Star Guardian skin. I would
Yeah.
definitely take part in a Star Guardian group, and I
Yeah.
think I'm planning to at some point. And be the Star Guardian Jinx, because just the magical girl, it's so cute. I don't know, she has a lot of skins, and I really like a lot of them.
So Mafia Jinx, no? No?
I'm okay with Mafia Jinx. I don't think I would,
Odyssey Jinx, no?
Odyssey Jinx is cute. I would consider doing that one.
I'm quite a horror fan, ain't I? So it's like, there's an Apocalypse one, right? Ain't there?
I actually just bought that one. I would definitely be cool with doing that one as well. It's a more simple design, so it would be
cool.
easier to do. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. What else? I'm trying to think. Sorry.
She's got her Christmas skin. She's got the Star Guardian, the Firecracker Jinx. I also really like that one, but I don't know if I would cosplay it.
What's that about, that one? Because that one's like revague.
It's a Chinese New Year skin.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get on to a different point, if you don't mind. All right. What's your best experience or experiences at a con?
I've had a couple. I think I've had a couple really good cons actually.
Sorry.
The first one where I won anything was Manitoba Comic Con, and I won an award for my Zoe, and that was really nice. And then actually my first, sorry,
was that like a what's it called, masquerade type thing like we have in here, where you go down and you perform and you dance for 30 seconds and you put on a show and all stuff like that?
It was more just you lay out like a basic costume contest where you lay out like, hey, this is what I did, this is how I made the costume, sort of thing.
Technical. Carry on.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
And then also my first icon here was really great. I met Eric Vale, who voices a character in Full Metal Alchemist. So I was Zoe. I mean, I was Lizzie. So it was like I was like 12, maybe 13. I was Lizzie. I was in this like oversized costume. I had my glasses on. But I was in line for the Oculus Rift, and I let him go ahead of me, and he actually went to the vendor alley and bought me a pocket watch and signed it. Oh. And it was like such a small gesture, but it just meant so much to me, especially as my first con in the city.
And you've still got that, yeah?
Someone stole it before the con ended. I was so distraught.
How'd
I was like running around like, no!
Oh. Is he like a big guest at a lot of them, is he, or is he quite
I haven't seen him around lately. The character in Full Metal Alchemist was more of a side character, but he does a lot of different roles. So I know that he goes to different conventions, but I haven't seen him around here anymore.
Oh.
But if he does come again, I would love to say hello.
Would you buy a pocket watch to get him to sign again? Would you just?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, totally. I understand. I was that close to meeting one of the horror characters at London, but yeah, I got a little bit scared. But anyway, all right, carry on. And I did. I bottled it big time. Any bad experiences you've had? Because we like to be diverse here, if you don't mind. You know. Like me, it's about no shows. That irritates me so much. Like I hate when people do that. But you carry on.
Yeah. I don't think I've really had too many of those. I've had a couple things that have gone a little bit wrong. There was one time when I went to a convenience store with my friend and someone followed us back. So we had to go and call security. But it was dealt with really quickly. So...
he just wouldn't leave you alone. He just was literally just stalking you the whole time.
Sort of. The convention center has like glass walls, most of it. So apparently he was staring at us. I didn't actually see any of this. I'm totally clueless when people are staring at me, actually.
Sorry.
My friend always has to point it out because I'm totally just like blind.
It's very difficult in that environment though, isn't it? When people stare at you, because obviously, you know, you're in big gown, you're in costumes and that, so people are going to look at you. So it's
yes, and that's totally fine. Yeah. But we headed outside the convention center to go and get a soda.
And he went on.
And then apparently there was a guy in the place, and then we were heading back, and we were like hanging out, and she saw him around the corner, in the
Yeah.
window, and so she's like, "Oh crap!" So we called security, and they dealt with it, and it was fine.
So
Um,
what cosplay was that then? Which one was that? Was it Emily? Was it?
that was.
Oh, a little bit ago. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was probably no, it was my Yunogatai.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
Okay. Fair enough.
it was a couple years ago.
So you don't have like little shops inside on like stalls and stuff? Because sometimes we have them actually. We can buy them inside the things. You don't.
Oh, we
No?
do.
Yeah.
But it was later at night, so like the concession had closed in the
Okay.
convention center,
Okay.
and we weren't actually aware of like the fact that there's now we know that if you go across the skywalks, there's a drugstore downstairs, but we weren't aware of that at the time. So we went out for a walk.
That's so
And
that's so weird hearing drugstore in real life. Like you hear it on the films all the time, but it's like anyway, it doesn't matter.
you don't
so-
say drugstore.
No, we say supermarket, ain't it?
Isn't a supermarket just a grocery store?
You can call it a corner shop. You can call it a convenience store. I don't know. That's what we call it. But
Okay, well, for us, those are all very different things.
oh, no, supermarket's like a Walmart. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. uh, let's go to your 3 future cosplay plans you've done. We've already done the Jean. Carry
Sorry.
on. No, it's fine.
I'm going to be Old Pearl, so I'm really excited. I'm going to build a sort of tutu-ish skirt for her, which is going to be very exciting. I've got some fabric already that I'm saving up for that. And I'm going to be helping her make her rose quartz costume as well. And I'm really excited. I've wanted to be Pearl for a long time. There's a cosplayer I really admire, and they don't really do Pearl as much anymore, but their Pearl is just so good, and they really inspired me to get back into making cosplay. So doing a Pearl cosplay like them would be really, really great.
Okay. Good. Now we go KDA, Evelyn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be with a group.
Why did you choose
So-
her? Sorry, like why did you choose her from the 4? Like yourself?
I play her the most.
Okay.
I don't play her that much because I don't play jungle very much, but I think that she's really fun, and I just like how like sassy her character is, especially in the KDA one. Like she's got a pink limo. That's just
Oh really?
very unique. Or no, it's not a limo. It's a Lamborghini.
Okay,
but
fair enough.
very expensive pink car,
Oh yeah.
and like the sunglasses and everything. It's a really fun design.
And the claws and everything. Yep. The claws.
Yeah. The lashers that come out are going to be a challenge, but I
Yeah.
think I can do it.
I've got Right, let me ask you something personal. Do you think like if say 2 Aries have asked me to do photos with them at Birmingham and London, yeah? Do you think they could be, from your perspective, from being inside the community in that perspective, do you think there could be a rivalry there? Is it kind of like, do people get like that a
I
little
think
bit?
some people do.
Yeah.
I know people who will like point out other cosplays that they've done or that they're doing and try to compare themselves to it. I also know people who are just like, it doesn't matter. So it really depends on the person.
Good.
But definitely some people can be very competitive
Good.
about, say if we're talking Ari, my Ari is better than her Ari,
Yeah.
or vice versa.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully it don't happen. Alright, and you said you're fixing up Zoe. You showed me a picture of the wig, which is like as long as this on a picture, as long as this screen, just on a picture. So it's going to be...
Yeah, it's like
5
4.5 feet long.
Yeah, yeah.
But I actually want to make it longer. I've been looking at, there's one person on Instagram who made a Zoe wig that I really, really love, and they actually made a pillow base for it. So,
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
that was cool.
Sorry.
Pillow base for it. So it was really good because it's huge, and so I kind of want to do something similar and play around with that because I really want to get like the hugest wig possible for that because her hair is bigger than her body in game.
Yeah,
Like-
sure.
From a certain angle, you can't even see her. It's just hair.
How tall are you then? Like 5?
I'm 5'8", so it's
Practically down to your ankles, near enough, yeah?
somewhat. It's
Near
supposed to be 5 feet. It's a little bit less in
Okay.
person, so it's just past my knees, I would say.
Good. Alright. Anyway, okay, alright. Now let's go, what is the feeling when con season's over? Because right now it's 4 months between mine. Is it the same for you? Now you've got February, isn't it, your next one?
I've got
so
February,
so
so
how's that
it's a little
feeling?
sooner. Well, because our cons are pretty spaced out, we don't totally have a like end of con season thing. But I know some people really get hit with the like post-con depression. I
Mm.
can be if I don't have anything new to work on. But if I have something new, like with Jinx, it was like as soon as I was done Emily, I was like, okay, Jinx time, because
Straight
I
away.
was just so excited. So it doesn't really hit me too much. It's mostly just like, okay, time to work on this thing now
Okay.
and move on.
Move on. That's why I'm trying to get be as busy as I can as well. Your lineup for next year in terms of cons you're going to, do you know from start to finish? Have you planned your whole year yet already, or just like?
Somewhat, I'm really just kind of sticking with
Oh yeah,
Icon,
yep.
Winterfest, C4, that sort of thing.
I know you had a little bit of a
The
disappointment
local
with
cons.
Katsukon, didn't you? But you know,
Ah,
maybe.
well, it was a long shot anyway. Like I'm not expecting my parents to be like, oh yeah, let's
Mm.
totally just spend a couple $1,000s taking you off to the
Is that
US, right?
is that much it would cost for the trip round trip? That much, literally, right?
Well, to fly there and then for accommodations, con tickets, yeah, it would be a lot. So,
Jesus. Dream cons and why, if you don't mind us saying?
Katsucon is definitely my dream con. I'd like to go do a lot of ones around, but I think that Katsu is definitely number one because it's just, oh, the convention center is just so beautiful. There's so many different places with scenery and lovely lighting, and you could get so many lovely pictures. And there's just so many people that I've seen, like American cosplayers, that I'd love to meet. And a lot of the time they go to Katsucon.
Do you
It's
want
like the big one.
do you want to name a couple of them if you want to? Or
Number one is A Smile and a Song.
oh
I
yeah, yeah.
totally love their costumes. Um, and then like Bakemono cosplay. I don't know if they go to Katsukan, but I know that there are plenty. Um, it's kind of hard to name off the top of my head, but I have a lot of people I
Yeah, yeah.
follow, and I know plenty of them go to Katsukan.
Yeah,
So,
it's like someone I talked to tonight. You just see one picture, and then you can talk to them about that picture, and then you talk to them about another thing, and it just blows up. Anyway, all right. This might be a difficult question, but in your opinion, how does the cosplay scene differentiate around the world in different continents and stuff?
hmm, I'm not really sure. I haven't been anywhere else to cosplay, so I can't really say. It seems like it's rather similar. The one thing that I can say is that it seems that the smaller the area, the more less like competitive the cosplay community is. So like where I am, Winnipeg is it's bigger than where I was, but it's still quite a small city in terms of like the world. So everyone is like it's really nice. I really love the cosplay community, but everybody knows each other. So there's the occasional drama, but there isn't so much competition and like anger and stuff because everyone knows everybody else.
So you help each other a lot, yeah? That's what you do.
Mm.
Yep. Good, good. Sorry. Let's make sure it's still recording, because otherwise I had that before where I'd done a whole interview in it. Anyway, it don't matter. All right. Right. I named 6 different types of cosplay, right? So what's your views on these different types from character ones, where people really absorb the character and live the character and just want to bring that character to life 24/7? Right, go ahead.
I'd say that that's a lot of what I do, so I would have to be rather biased and say that that's a really great way to cosplay because it's just, I only pick characters that I really love, so being able to like embody that character is just so awesome.
Do you find that easy though, making that mental connection with them straight away? Do you? Like,
Oftentimes, yes, I
yep.
do connect to fictional characters quite easily, more so than real people sometimes. So I could be like, oh, I totally get you, and so and I only pick characters that I have like that really strong connection to.
Yeah.
So unless I have that, it is more difficult, but it is pretty easy to embody them if you do have that.
Okay,
So
let's go group ones then, yeah? We're groups.
I think group cosplays can be amazing. There's a group here that did an Evolution Queen thing, and it was just beautiful.
Oh yeah.
The downside of groups is that the more people there are, the more chance that somebody will fall
Drop out.
behind or drop out or any of that sort of thing. So it is a little bit more precarious,
There's a little
for
bit
lack
of,
of a better word.
little bit of a standard, ain't there? Everyone has to hit the same standard as well to make it look kind of the over. Don't you
Somewhat,
think?
yeah.
Yeah,
If someone is a
yeah,
lot lower skill level,
yeah.
then it would probably kind of breed some animosity there. So,
Okay, let's go casual next. You know, where someone has a wig or has a
yeah.
makeup or has a jumper with a logo on it or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Um, Personally, I don't like doing it myself. I really like going all out with my costumes, but I don't really have a problem with other people who do. I understand that it's a lot more like comfortable. You don't have to wear a big uncomfortable costume around a bunch of people. And like I definitely know that costumes can be very uncomfortable. My Emily was definitely a task to wear. So I definitely understand it, but personally I wouldn't do it.
Well, you think it's better, no offence, just doing nothing rather than doing that? Is that what you mean? I don't be
No,
rude. No?
um,
Okay,
well,
okay.
with me, I'd rather just reuse one of my old costumes than kind of go like halfway and do a casual.
Sure.
Just because personally, I like being like all out
Yep.
crazy.
Okay, alright. I have to be, boudoir lewd, the more
Um,
risque version of that. Yeah.
Kind of the same thing. I don't plan on doing it. I don't think that it's something I would be interested in, but I really don't have a problem with people who do. That's their prerogative, it's their body. So if that's what they're comfortable with, then that's great.
Alright. I might be controversial here, right? But what if someone gets a Pokemon bikini and then sits by and says, "That's it." Do you consider that in the same realm of what you do or not?
Well, I would say that it's kind of similar to casual cosplay in that
Yep.
everybody can tell that there is a different amount of craftsmanship in that. So I don't think it's really too much of an issue,
Okay.
um, because like it's very clear that they didn't put as much time into that as somebody who did something more complex.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry. Right, how about an original design? Someone who's got a character, tweaked it, added something of their own personality about them, and made it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think there's a certain amount of like like gender bending characters or something like that doing certain things, but personally I find it difficult for I don't really understand OC costumes where it's like this is my character because well a lot of like I do cosplay for myself, but it's also really great being recognized. And when it's a character that nobody knows, I think I would feel a little bit underappreciated. Like nobody can tell the amount of accuracy in that. And like a lot of what's fun is taking this thing that definitely doesn't exist in real life and being like, how do I make this work?
Yeah.
And how do I make this exist? And if it's your own character, you can just kind of change it.
Yeah.
So but I do understand that there can still be quite a bit of craftsmanship that goes into that sort of thing. So I'm definitely not saying it's terrible, it's
No,
useless,
no, no, no.
but
No. Some of
know.
it, I've seen three of these, one in Birmingham and two online, and they were self-promotion type things. They'd written a book or written a magazine or a graphic novel, whatever, and it was characters from their specific material. So they're self-promoting in a sense. So some people use it as a way to bring their own material to public, don't
Yeah,
they?
and
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
understand that. But there's also like when I do a cosplay for a character, it's like it's a love letter to the character, right? Like you love this character and you want to show that.
Yeah.
And if you create that character, I know that some people might have a different thing, but I do actually create characters quite often.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just feel like cosplaying them wouldn't have the same thing of like the same feeling. Like with Jinx, I can be like, thank you for creating Jinx. I love Jinx. This is how much I love Jinx. I love this character that you have made. If I make another character, it's like, yeah, of course I love my character, but she's mine. I already know that I love my character.
Inside out type thing. Yeah, sure, sure. All right, okay. Let me flip the page for a minute. Okay, what's I gonna say? Oh, let's go gender bend a little bit then. If that's all right. Yep.
Hmm.
Gender bend was the last one. You know,
Yeah. Um,
we'll go for that.
I think gender bends can be really cool. If there's somebody who just wants to, like personally, I generally only cosplay female characters. If, like, I did Elle, and that was one exception, but generally I prefer to do female or feminine or like even if a character's like gender neutral, I'm cool with that, but I really just don't feel comfortable in super masculine clothing. And I understand that there's a lot of people like that. So if there's a character you really love, but you also know that you wouldn't be comfortable wearing their costume, then gender bend can be a really good solution to that.
And it's a lot more covered up as well, in it. So some people don't like to expose themselves and stuff. Is that part of it or not? Or
Yeah,
is that
well,
just,
that's, I mean, generally you don't need to gender bend for that. Like, costumes can always be altered for whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, for me, it's just kind of, I don't like looking like a man. It just is not something that I feel comfortable doing.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. All right. You told me before your parents in a video and scene type thing. That's their career-wise. You have experienced that yourself a little bit, don't you? Type thing. How has that helped you within the world in any way? Has it allowed you to look at photos yourself and say that someone's photographing you and say, you know, help them out a little bit, or see?
Not too much with photo shoots. I can definitely, it definitely helps me with like picking what I want for like exposure, any of that, color correcting photos. But it's also, there's just like, it's a lot about the people that I meet. So I worked on a film set over the summer, and I was a production assistant, but I was assigned to the wardrobe and makeup department. So I actually got to learn a lot just from being around somebody who just does costumes. So. And
did you tell them that you do this as well? Did you?
Yeah,
you did,
yeah, everybody definitely knew.
Okay, fair enough.
Which was cool. So, yeah, it was just a really great experience. But I still think that I would be like, it was valuable, but it still doesn't affect it too much, because a lot of what my parents do isn't related to that sort of thing, because theirs is like organizing, directing, writing, which is less related to stuff like cosplay.
Do you get like free materials and stuff? Did you take where they weren't used and stuff like that? Did you get to take them home and stuff like that? No, you didn't. Anyway,
not really. No. I can borrow my parents' cameras sometimes, which is really great.
I mean, like
and I have a tripod, but.
I mean, like the fabric from the people you were working with and stuff like that. Did they give you a load of stuff? No, you didn't. Okay.
No, the costumes were already supplied.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right.
And generally, you can't do that just because budget, right? Like they pay for what they need.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if there's any left over and stuff, and they just gave. Anyway, that's fine. Have you ever done any photos yourself in terms of using your camera at a con yourself and gone around and decided to go from behind? Or
I used to take like phone pictures of cosplayers. I don't do that too much anymore, just because I kind of know everybody. So like if I know their Instagram, I can just look it up.
Okay.
So I don't take too many pictures anymore.
Okay. All right, let's go. Any photographers or videographers that you like to repeat shoot with, and why?
I've got a couple local people that I work with a lot. Josin Photo and IVR Photo are both really great. IVR Photo, Ivan is just like a friend to everybody at the con, and he's always got a booth. So a lot of the things, I always take photos with Ivan. It's great.
Oh, that's how he operates. He has like a studio set up there, and then he don't wander around. And yeah, okay. You prefer that, do you?
But we have a couple local photographers that always go around and just ask. So it's really great, actually, because I can go to a con and know that I'm going to get at least like 2 photos back.
And you're going to get a different diverse style. Yeah, cool enough. All right, sorry. Do your parents help out with any builds, or your sister or anything? Do your family help out with your builds and ideas and planning?
My parents definitely do. My mom actually taught me how to knit for my Zoe scarf. And my dad is helping me rig up the jaw hinge on Fishbones, the rocket launcher for Jinx. So they definitely help, especially when I really need it. Like my Emily, I was done Emily by about midnight or 1 a.m. because my mom was there to help me sew the butterflies on. And if she hadn't been there, it probably would have taken me until like 2 or 3.
And that was the day before, yeah? That was it.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And when did it start? Like 10 in the morning or something? Was it?
Yeah, but I always show up a little bit late. My friend was not happy.
Oh, I can't do that. All right. What was I going to say?
Well, I didn't really have a choice. I had to paint myself blue, so.
Oh yeah, of course. That's right. Can I say about your props, right? In Canada, do they do you get tested? Like when you go to the gates, do they test whether it's durable, whether it can hit people, stuff like that? Because in England we have this big issue where they think everything we bring in is going to be a weapon, like a real weapon and stuff like that.
We do have that to some extent. I have a
Right.
couple friends who've had like ridiculous props tagged or taken away or confiscated, like really like a Nerf gun or something, and it's like this isn't gonna hurt anybody. It's a Nerf gun. But
Sure.
personally, I've been pretty good. Most of what I bring to cons in terms of weapons, like we'll have to see about Jinx. Although Jinx's guns also don't look very real at all.
Oh yeah.
But
You do.
generally, I would just have like a knife, right? Like a giant, like fake plastic machete, and it's very obviously plastic. So
So you're doing the zapper, the fish bones, and the chompers. Yeah, you're doing all three.
and the minigun.
And the minigun. Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
try
Yeah.
and get the chompers done. They're kind of last, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. All right. What do you think make good cosplay photos then, and con photos?
I think just having an experienced photographer, knowing how to pose. I always try and have at least like two poses that I like look at in the mirror and be like, yeah, that looks good. Just for photos. And, you know, there's different, like, some people know what they're doing with the camera more than others. So, but I'm always really happy for whatever pictures I get back,
Okay. Good.
regardless if they're amateur or not.
And what do you feel make? You got to be the other side. What do you think make bad photos as well?
Um,
Sorry.
I think just like like I said, I'm always thankful
Just-
for whatever photos, but I
yes.
think that there's a certain amount of like just if you're not super used to a camera, I've gotten pictures back from like phones or from like really heavy angles. So my legs look really short or it's like an under the chin angle more, and those aren't so good. But there are also plenty of very skilled photographers, so that's
Okay.
fine.
Fair enough. Good. 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 Sorry. Just give me 1 sec. Sorry, I've just got a cough today. Seems. What's your opinion on the not consent movement? And
I think it's important. I know
Yep.
that there's a lot of people who've been touched without consent, and it's kind of ridiculous. Like, I know that because I think that it's because cons are such an open environment that people, and it's great, you feel like you can be whoever, right? And you can do whatever. But some people just get a little bit overboard, and I don't think they realize that this is not the character you're looking at. This is a person who's put hours into creating this costume, and you shouldn't touch them or their costume. Like, don't touch people's props without permission. Some props are very, very fragile, and some people just don't get that, and then things get damaged, and it's really bad.
Do you see any trends arise in the next year or two?
Mm, I'm not entirely sure. It's generally like whatever's like popular right now. So I've seen a lot of She-Ra costumes arising. I don't know if it'll be super popular here or not. But really, as things get more popular, there was a rise in Voltron, there was a rise in Attack on Titan way back. It just really depends on what's popular. Then some things are very, very commonly cosplayed. I know that back when I was first starting out, Vocaloid cosplays were very, very popular. You saw tons of Mikus and Lukas. And now you just don't really see them anymore. It's kind of fallen out.
Can I say one thing about the consent thing that I was going to say, right? And I'm going to say it, and you might think it's BS, but basically a lot of the guys who go to these cons, they're not gym rats, they're not guys who are going to look after themselves 24/7, all that stuff. I'm not being funny, like, they're not obsessed with, you know, physique and stuff like that. I'm not being rude, alright? Like me, you know? But what I'm saying is that I saw a bunch when I was going by, and they're all like 20 stone guys, hench, looking around and all that. I'm just saying, like, because of the more sexual side of it arising a little bit more, do you think it's like attracting a different type of guy as well, who is going there to look at women a little bit differently?
I think there's a certain amount of that. I think that
Yeah.
there's a reason there are like booth babes at certain things. But it really, I think
Yeah.
that just makes the movement all the more important because
Okay.
it's like you're here to go gawk at women, and I understand that
Yeah.
they're wearing that, and that's totally fine if they're like, don't be a creep.
Mm.
But it's good to have things saying, hey, that doesn't mean you can touch them.
It just seemed a little bit out of place for me because it was. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Where do you think the future will be? Do you think it'll be like of what you do? Do you think it will be still a hobby in the next let's say 3 years? Do you think it'll still be a hobby, or do you think it'll be more commercial and business? Like it'll be pushed towards that? Because I know there's sometimes, obviously, people do treat it as a business and they get it as a business. But do you think it's going to push into that way a bit more in the future? Do you think?
I think that there will be people who get really popular and who are able to make it a career, and I think that that's really, really awesome. Like, that would be amazing. But
Huh.
I also think that it's very uncommon. There's only a couple. It's like YouTube fame or being a very famous musician. Like, there's a couple, but it's not that prominent, and there's plenty of people who just don't.
Yep.
So I think that it's, and I'm fine with it still just being a hobby. I didn't go into cosplay being like, this is going to be a job. I just kind of went into it like, this is fun, and I love doing this. And
Yeah.
I think I'm always going to do it regardless.
You're very young still, so remember that. Okay, just remember that. You're not, But okay. All right. All right, I think we might have covered this, but we'll go over it again because I might not have. All right. The first one you built from scratch, that was a Zoe, right? You said, or was it?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And you explained that was a little bit difficult but fun and stuff like that. Okay, so that point's what? Oh, it's okay. You've already answered that, so that's fine. All right. Now, materials-wise, what's your favourite materials to work with out of everything? A couple, just name a few.
I really like wig styling. It's really fun. I have a lot of friends who will get me to style their wigs for them. I really like working with. I've been working with foam a lot lately, working like towards fish bones, and that's been really fun. I like foam. I like Worbla. I've been doing a lot with thermoplastics. Body paint is fun but annoying to wear. But definitely makeup is really fun as well.
Is it hard to come off the body paint? Is it like a real pain in the butt?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, my glue, it was so weird because it would wipe off so easily at the con, and then when I was actually trying to wash it off, I'd like come out of the shower with blue all over my face and on my neck and stuff. It was like,
so it smudged a bit.
It was trying to come off before.
Oh, really? But you have to put it on thick, don't you? Because it's like, what, a 10-hour day, isn't it? I say no.
Somewhat. If you seal it properly, you don't need to. But there's definitely a lot of touch-ups that you have to do.
Did you have like a pot with you when you were applying and stuff like that?
Mine was actually a cream stick, which is great for face, but I didn't really look into anything for body, so I was just using that, and I didn't really have enough powder to seal it. So my second day, I was just like wiping loads of eyeshadow all over my back, all over my arms.
Wow.
Just like,
Okay. But it worked though, because you won an award with that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Wait, I've got it here.
Is your cat? Oh, well done. There you go. Hold it up. Do you want to name what it is, just so people can see?
It's the first place in the intermediate at Central Canada Comic Con.
Well done. Good on you.
Just got my little thing here.
So that's obviously the middle tier, yeah? Is that middle tier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next year, will you go for the proper one, like
I think
top?
that I'm going to stay in intermediate for this icon. I really just don't think that I'm at the level to go sign up for masters yet. It's just I'm not there. No. But it was really great to get there. Like that was huge.
So how many were there with you, against you, type thing?
It was quite a few. I don't think I really remember the exact number, but it was a good size.
And that was another one.
Not a huge group, but okay for big.
And there was another one where you went out there and explained your build again, or was it like the show a bit more? Was it?
It was more of the go out and explain how you build it.
Yeah. Awesome. And your worst materials to build with? All right.
My worst, I am...
What do you despise a little bit?
I can be very bad at sewing sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So I can make it work. It's kind of one of those things that I just kind of jumped into. but sewing with like very stretchy materials or flowy things that don't run through the machine very well. I also have a really bad sewing machine. It's like from
Oh.
IKEA because my mom picked it up ages ago, so it's not a super well-made machine. It's
No.
an IKEA sewing machine. So sewing's a little bit difficult, but I have fun with most of what I do.
Because they win. Do you get like big prizes of sewing machines in your competitions? Because that's what they do over here. When I went to
Yeah,
Insomnia,
the
yeah,
Icon
yeah.
here did, and they had quite a few prizes for the winners, and that was more of the like go up and pose and show sort of thing. But in like behind the scenes, you always explain your build to the judges beforehand, no
Okay.
matter what it is.
Okay.
And but I didn't win that one, so
Oh, sorry about that.
okay.
Okay.
No, the
All
girl who
right.
won totally deserved it. She's awesome.
Oh, good. You know her, yeah? Okay, that's fair enough. Uh, we've done the heroes and idols, ain't we? So we won't do that again. All right. Right. If off the top of your head, right, I said name 3 outfits in the whole entire world. If you saw, you'd be like, oh my god, it's the best thing in the world. Go ahead.
Like just to see a cosplay of it.
Yeah, but if like the 3 in your head, even if you couldn't build it yourself, you'd be like mind blown. Like, I want to
Mm,
see all the Oriana skins. Don't I? Like I post on the story,
yeah.
like, oh my god, like they're so freaking cool. And it's like, you know, but if you had 3 to choose, I know it's really difficult because there's like 50 to choose from. But if you had 3 to choose from, like,
Mm,
go ahead.
I think there's a lot of things that I have a lot of like dream cosplays that someday I'd hope to have enough technical ability to do. So if I saw any of those, like I want to make it's like a screen accurate Iron Man suit. Whenever I see one of those, I'm like, whoa, I totally want that.
You want to do an Iron Man
Or
suit, really? Okay, that's
yes,
cool.
I'd love to have an Iron Man suit. A
See,
lot of the Marvel heroes actually like make like a Deadpool suit, but I want to have like all the texturing and stuff. So if I
um,
saw somebody who'd done that and they had like all of the accurate textures and everything like that, then that would be awesome.
is that okay? Everything all right?
Yeah, my parents just got home. I think they forgot about this.
Oh, um, you okay
It's
still?
fine.
You okay? Okay, all right. Because they do female Deadpool, don't they? I've seen people want to do female Deadpool. They put like a ponytail on the back, don't they? And they
Yeah,
no,
but Deadpool lost his hair, so I would just wear the suit. I think that that's something that, as much
just
as I usually do female cosplays, I think that if it's like, especially like a suit that just like hides your face,
mm,
it's like it could be anybody under there. I
that
don't have to be like I look like a man. It's just
yeah,
I look like Deadpool.
sure, sure. It's just got to act really crazy and a little bit, you know, weird.
Yeah.
But no, just don't say Captain America, please. Have a very
No,
bit. I have a bit of a dislike for Captain America, so I can't
I'm fine
really.
with Captain America, but
Nah,
no, I wouldn't really.
I find it boring. I can't help it. Sorry. All right.
I've got a friend who made one actually,
Oh, fair enough. Sorry. All right.
but Deadpool's fun because he's also from my hometown. In the thing, it was hilarious.
Oh, you
In,
mean?
in the movie, he's like straight out of Regina, Saskatchewan. I'm like,
Oh, really? Wow.
that's where I'm from.
But you don't want his fate, no, I guess. You don't want to live his life a little bit. No, just getting. No.
You know.
Anyway, let's carry on. All right. That's the questions, right? In terms of you as your journey, as I put it. Okay, but your biggest fandom, as you told me, is League of Legends, right? You love it. You.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that accurate? Okay.
Yeah, I have quite a few. I really like Marvel stuff. I really like League. I like a lot of cartoons, but I would say that League is the thing that I spend the most time
Okay.
on.
Let's put it that way then. Okay, fair enough. What made you start playing that and love it and adhere to it and
Jinx, actually.
Really?
My sister was playing it, and I saw Jinx, and I was like, oh my god, that character's so cool. And then I looked up, and I saw her video and stuff, and I was like, okay, I don't even care if this game is good. I have to see this character. She's just so cool.
So
So I started playing it. I saved up 6,300 IP, because it was IP at the time. And I bought her. She's the first one I bought. And yeah, I've been playing her ever since. It's just lots of fun.
When you saw her surfing those rockets and riding that rhinoceros, is it, and all that stuff, you were like, yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, straight up. Okay. Any other characters you kind of like a little bit?
Like from League of Legends?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, there are plenty. There's a couple. I have plenty that I want to cosplay someday. I'd love to do like a really cool like Aurelion Soul armor build.
How the hell did you do that? That's just going to be massive. That is. That's going to be huge.
Exactly, but I can make everything light up. It would be really cool.
Wow. That,
And there's just, yeah, I don't know. There's plenty of champions that I really like. And I think that there can be, like, I've just seen so many amazing costumes, especially of the characters that aren't exactly human, like Shadow Isles characters, that sort of thing. Things like Thresh, or like not quite human ones,
is that
are
the?
always so interesting to
Is
build.
that a little scaby guy? I'm really still down the characters. Is that a little crabby guy? The green one
No.
with a no? Who's that bloke then that I said that?
The guy with the chains and the lantern. He's green.
Oh, that's the guy who operated on the Doctor, right? Is that no? You know the Doctor Mondo, is it? Doctor Mondo.
Yeah, no,
No.
not that guy. But
Right.
anyway,
Not-
I've seen some really amazing, and there's
That's
like
fine.
there's a couple of videos that you can see of like, I forget what it was from. It's like some sort of a world's cosplay thing, and they had some amazing costumes.
Okay,
So
awesome. Sorry, I'm just
yeah.
embarrassed
Well,
myself
there's just so many interesting characters though, and so many designs,
Yeah.
and it's like just infinite
Yeah.
because of how many skins and everything there are. Like you
know.
could keep cosplaying League forever. And I
Yeah.
love it.
And bringing out Nico and stuff, which they'll give more skins to her soon, and blah 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 stuff like that. Yeah. Do you think they'll give more skins to her though, because she's quite a unique character? Do you think they will do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of the skins that they do is just based on which ones sell best. There's a reason that Lux has like 12 skins, and it's because people buy Lux skins.
Okay.
So,
All right. Then.
whenever they have events, they pick a couple of characters to give skins, and if Nico does really well, then she'll get more skins, and if she doesn't, then she won't.
Oh, I thought it was generic. I thought they brung 6 out for 8 or whatever. I thought that's how they did it. But anyway, okay. Are you are you up for that little mind test I said, that little quiz thing?
Yeah,
Is that-
sure.
How,
Let's see.
how many
See
should
how many I know.
how many should we start with then? 10, 20, 5, 10?
Let's say 20.
20, like we said. Okay, I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit then. Okay, right then. Let's go. Alright. Number 1. Yep.
Mhm.
Who is the most nerfed champion in League?
The most what?
Nerfed. Nerfed?
Nerfed. Ooh. I don't know. There's been a lot of characters that have been like nerfed and then like reworked. I'm gonna say Azir.
Cassidin, apparently.
Cassidin, okay.
It says recently had his cooldown time increased by 8 seconds. Does that make a lot of difference?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
insanely big
Okay.
difference.
Okay, fair enough. Alright. I need to get a pen here, so not once I've done. Wait a minute.
It's just that there's a lot of characters that have been like nerfed into the ground and then like unnerfed.
Okay,
Like they
fair
did that to Zoe.
Did they? Oh, because she was really powerful, right? Yep.
Yeah, and then they like half unnerfed it.
Okay. Alright. What was V's originally designed as?
What was who?
V. Vi? Vi?
Oh, Vi.
Vi.
Originally designed as.
What was the original concept art for her? What was her role in terms of?
I don't know. I know that she's a police officer now.
These first 10 I had to have very obscure. I put obscure facts, so these are...
Yeah, it's super obscure.
Yeah. I always try to catch people out because I don't want people freezing it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Roller derby skater called Ruby, apparently. Okay.
Huh.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go number 5 now to mix it up a bit. Wait a minute. Excuse me a sec. Alright. What do the Poros get when fed Poro snacks from Braum? What happens to them?
Oh, they get mustaches.
Oh, good on you. Hold on. Sorry. I just saw
I
the
remember
picture.
the video.
Yeah, it was quite cool. So I thought, what animal does Nidalee? Is it Nidalee? Have the ability to change into in her lore?
I forget. Is it like? It's like a cougar, but I don't know if it's something else in the world.
It is a cougar, so you're bang on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go. What's the rarest skin in the game out of everything?
Like the Hextech skins. I would say there's a couple.
I hope I'm not embarrassing myself saying this, but I don't know. The answer? Shall I give you the answer? Oh, you're right.
Sure.
Pax Twisted Fate. Is that one?
I don't think I've heard of that one. I just know the hex tech ones are really hard to get because you have to like save up gemstones from boxes and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
It's a whole system.
I hope I read that right, because that's what it said, but... Okay. Alright, anyway. You sure you don't need to go? Seriously, I don't want to keep you.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I just
alright
had a friend who was bored and started like sending me stuff.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, well, you know, it's not a problem anytime, you know that. So, uh, go get normal ones now. Alright. What was League originally called?
I don't know.
No?
No.
League of Legends, Clash of Fates. Alright, done.
Hey, this is still League of Legends.
It's still got Clash of Fates at the end, right? So it's kind of different. Okay.
I feel tricked.
Okay, so should I just say that's like, don't exist? So I need to give it a website, and you need to tell its people again, like, that's bollocks, basically. Alright, who was the first... You alright? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. See, this asking ain't just on the phone, it's me. Anyway, who was the first League champion that League developed but did not release until 2 months after the original bunch were released?
Okay, right after. I know that there's the original 50.
Right, but this one's the first one they designed, and then they released a bunch, and this guy, they went, okay, straight after that. 2 months after that. You know what I mean?
If you're talking first one they designed, it must... I know that some of the oldest... Is it Rise or Tryndamere?
It's signed.
Who?
Signed, is it? Signed?
Oh, Singed.
Singed.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
What form did Nico take when she fled the smouldering destruction of her island?
I don't actually know. I haven't read her in-depth lore. I've just read a little snippet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, a bird anyway, but there you go. Right. What token was Ari left by her family, and is the only thing she knows of them?
Ari?
Yep.
Well, she was a fox. So, like... unless that's been changed. I don't know. I just know that she was like a fox. Maybe that's her old lore. Did they change her lore? I don't know.
I just read something. It says 2 matching gemstones, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Alright. What does KDA Ari always say to her fans as a slogan? What's her, like, slogan?
I'm not sure. These are very obscure facts.
I read the KDA page, I just read it down, and it just, like, told you everything. That's right. You know.
Yeah.
If
Oftentimes, I just see, like, what's in the little snippets, and then, what's in the videos, so...
Sorry.
Yeah. There's a lot I miss out on.
Sorry.
That's not your fault.
If someone's giving my time, I like to give them the best I can. Alright. Always be true to yourself, that's all it says. So, yeah. Simple, but boring, kind of like, but yeah.
Wow, Ari, you're so cliche.
Yeah, exactly. Foxy Cosmetics apparently is her brand as well, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah. How long did that take to think up? Anyway, alright. What is the stuff called that pumps through the chambers into Warwick when he feels fear, anger, etc.? What's that called? The green stuff that...
I don't know. I know it's green stuff, and it was singed to put there. I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay. Alchemical Rage, apparently it's called. Yeah. So, there you go. Alright. What is KDA Evelyn's diehard fan base called? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know any of these.
Oh, Diva, apparently. Deeva. Okay, when he was 4, what did Dr. Mundo's favourite candy? What was it? And why he crushed an orderly's windpipe and nearly killed him. You know.
Okay, I vaguely remember that part. I don't remember what the candy was.
Oh
wait, no, it was like It was like toes.
Close. Keep going. What's on toes?
Oh, toenails. There we go.
Toenails.
I
Exactly.
remember that. I remember that part.
He loves toenails, which is disgusting. Can I say one more, and that is it? I will leave you after that. All right. What does Jinx proclaim to hate more than anything in this entire world?
Boredom.
There you go. It's simple. All right. Well, thank you very much, and it has been. Thank you very much. Cheers. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And I'll see you
Talk to
later.
you later.
Cheers. Bye. Bye. Bye.